Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Let's talk about tapping into your intuitive spiritual healing power. Joining me today is spiritual community leader for the Awakening Through King Yoga. Welcome, Ayub Malik.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I am a big fan of yoga. I've been a yoga teacher myself for over 20 years. I believe in the practice. I know of Kundalini, Ashtanga, Hatha. I've not heard of King Yoga. Can you elaborate?
Sure. So King Yoga is a term that we've used to describe the teachings and the practices of a Western master of yoga by the name of Dr. George King. And he was somebody who practiced for 8 to 10 hours a day of Kundalini yoga practices, mantra practices, pranayama, the advanced form of mystical exercises, and he attained the highest states of consciousness known as samadhi. Samadhi is like the pinnacle of spiritual achievement, and as a result he founded an organization called the Aetherius Society, where he was bringing out lots of the ancient wisdom. So he really understood things on a deep level and was able to put things over in a very clear, concise, logical way for us to practice.
So what was the defining moment for you yourself when you discovered you could unlock your spiritual healing power?
This has become a lifelong mission for me, which started at the age of kind of 18, 19, when I had a couple of dreams which came true, and which prompted me to want to start searching more into psychic powers and dreams and prediction and things like that, which took me to my local library, where I came across an amazing book called Unlock Your Psychic Powers by Richard Lawrence. And through this book, he kept talking about how Dr. King, who was his mentor, would teach him and guide him to help him to develop his psychic powers and abilities. So I contacted the Aetherius Society and I started practicing the breathing practices and some of the prayer practices. And I read about these amazing experiences that mystics and yogis have had over the years. And Dr. King even talked about it as well. And I was like, I want to give it a go. And after about a month of doing daily practice, I started noticing shifts happening within me. I just felt really elevated, really super positive state of mind. And then as the weeks and months went by, my memory became so much more sharper and clearer than ever before. And up until this point, I was a pretty average C grade, D grade student. My learning ability improved, my memory improved, and I was starting to get A grades and B grades. This was proof to me that this is something real, something tangible.
What do you think are the top 3 benefits of encouraging somebody to unlock their intuitive spiritual healing abilities?
Ultimately, I think probably the big picture perspective that I like to put over to people is that the spiritual practices are designed to help us connect with our higher self. Everybody has an inbuilt higher self, which is a wiser, all-knowing, all-powerful part of us, but most of us are so disconnected from it. But through spiritual practices involving prayer, meditation, a wide range of different practices, they help us to build a bridge of connection with this higher self, to allow more of its power, its influence, its guidance. And the voice of this higher self is what we call intuition. And the intuition is always right. It always knows what steps we need to take in life. It knows what lessons we need to learn in order to move forward and advance on the spiritual path. But we need to learn to kind of discern that voice from our parental conditioning, from societal conditioning, from teachers' conditioning, from our own basic thoughts, and learn to discern these intuitive impulses and learn to act on them.
I love that. What would you say for somebody who's listening right now, the number 1 life hack for them to get there?
Good question. I guess it's to start small and start building gradually over time. So pick one practice, whether it's deep breathing practices, whether it's mantra chanting, whether it's meditation. Pick a length of time. It may be 2 minutes, it may be 3 minutes, it may be 5 minutes a day. Regularity is very important. It's key.
Where can people find you, Ayub Malik?
I am on TikTok as The Spirit Guide. Facebook as well. You can find me on there under Ayub Malik. And if you do a Google search for my name and the Aetherius Society, you'll find me.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And if you like this episode and you want more, make sure to subscribe to the Radio Medium Laura Lee show and podcast. We would love to connect with you.